There's like a really important thing about proportional representation methods that I want to highlight that people don't talk about, I don't think, nearly often enough in voting methods in general, which is precinct summability. This is really, really vital. So the concept of precinct summability is that each individual precinct can, and this is just based on what method you're using, is able to add up and sum the results just within that precinct and then report those totals publicly to the media, to the public, whatever. And then anybody anywhere at all can take these results from each precinct and then further add them up and find a winner. And this is really, really valuable because some methods, whether you're talking about ranked choice instant runoff voting in the single winner space, or many proportional representation methods, or at least the expressive ones, are not precinct summable. What that requires is that the counting, the tabulation is centralized to a single point of failure.
Yeah.
And this is relevant to the country that you live in. The United States is a long-standing military and economic superpower. The world has a lot of interest in our elections. There are a lot of people all over the world who care more about our elections than they do about their own. When we start talking about voting methods that require this, the decentralization of counting is the most important factor in election security in the United States that provides a robustness against scaled election attacks. The state of Maine trucks their ranked choice voting ballots to a central location to be tabulated, right? And then in New York City, we just had this with the Democratic mayoral primary where they brought it all to a central location and then there was no way to audit it. And then the New York City Board of Elections added in a bunch of test ballots in with the actual bunch of real ballots, and it was like this whole mess. And it was like, man, what a great way to screw things up is by putting it at one. But if each precinct is able to like individually report results in like a reasonable way, like to the media, and then anybody can take that and then tabulate, it's like you still retain that like local level auditability.
But if your issue is auditability, there's better ways to solve that.
Well, I mean, auditability is part of it. It's more about preventing scaled attacks on elections. That is, I think, really the end of the day what it comes down to.